Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. My YouTubes are 5 minutes or less. I love to give you the information that you need to go ahead and make educational and informative decisions. I've been doing this a long time. I've worked for IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. That makes me 50 decades working old, and don't I still look good? Anyway, at the end of the day, I just want you to know the only marketing and advertising I do right now is very simple. I'm available for consultation and representation. We have a full scale of IRS people, appeals people, tax attorneys, and CPAs, and yet we're a really affordable firm. Every YouTube, I try to give you something new. I try to add to stuff depending on calls and comments that I get. So today I'm going to talk to you about why tax resolution companies charge a lot of money, especially the big ones. I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this, as I told you, for 50 years. And there's been common trends going on in the industry, and that's I'm getting several calls that people have been charged $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 on resolution cases, and you need to know why. People have no idea where this money's going to, why it's going, and why the fees are so expensive. You're going to find these fees from really big companies. Anywhere that in the Google search bar it says ad or sponsored by, those people are paying for that spot, and they're probably paying $25. You click on that ad, it costs $25 whether you use them or not. So who's going to cover the cost? The client. So let me tell you how this game works and why tax resolution companies are so high. The big companies probably charge double or triple the cost of an average tax resolution company for 2 reasons. They have to pay their salesmen and they have to pay their advertising. It's not uncommon for these companies to have a $300,000 monthly budget just on Google campaigns, pay-per-click. That means you've clicked on their ad. With that money and all the radio and advertising they do, they're spending up to $500,000. And where is that? Who's paying for that? It's the consumer. The other 50%, a lot of the 50%, once the fee goes in, goes to the salespeople. They have trained salespeople to get in your pocket. Just like Capital One, what's in your pocket? Their first job is to find out how much they can get from you, and they do it very effectively. Basically, you're getting ripped off and scammed by a salesman on the initial calls. Just so you know, when you call the big companies, expect if you ask that person, are you an attorney, a CPA, or former agent, or enrolled agent? They're going to say, well, no. They may give you some line like they know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing because they haven't been in the business. They move from industry to industry, and they're getting paid. Some of these people make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 because they're so slick in getting in your back pocket. So if you want to avoid all that, you've got to call a company. It doesn't have to be ours, can be any company, but you want to speak to an attorney, a CPA, an enrolled agent, or a former IRS agent to find out what's going on. If not, the person answering the phone, I'm sorry about the stream, answering the phones, don't know nothing about your case. The only reason, listen to me, the only reason you want, or I'm saying the main reason, your goal is one thing. Let the person who's evaluating your see your case. You must give them the paperwork, the financial statement. Somebody has to review them. If they're not willing to review them for free, don't give them the work. At our firm, I don't even take a case unless I see what's going on. If you owe an IRS debt and you want me to resolve that debt, if I don't see your current financial statement, well, how the hell am I going to resolve the case and charge you something? Because I can't. I don't know what I can do for you. If I don't know what the hell I'm doing for you, I can't take any money. That's what you have to apply no matter who you call. Did the person look at your work? At your financial statement? If it's a debt case, they can't give you a price on an audit because they don't know what sort of records you are. So do not get ripped off. Remember, when you're talking to a large company and they're going to advertise all the ad and space size, you're going to be speaking and you're probably going to get ripped off. That work probably can be done somewhere, probably probably for half. The other big thing is the person who initially talks to you just fills in some notes on their back end CRM system, sends it to the person who's working the case. That person doesn't know anything about you except for the notes a salesman put in. I'm telling you, you are going to get ripped off. You're being overcharged, and you're not going to get a true evaluation on your case. It's impossible. So anyway, my name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent. I am local for representation, consultation. You will, oh, by the way, would you give me a subscription? YouTube values us on subscriptions. Don't ask me why. If you subscribe to me, it lets them know I'm doing good work. I would appreciate that. I'd love to hear about what you say, either about the video or what videos you want to hear from me. I've worked 10,000 cases. I can help you with any IRS situation, but tell me what's on your mind. These videos come from you and not me.